Shalom, everyone. Adonai oz le'amo yiten, and through that strength, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. Parashat Korach, Tafshin Pei Dalet. Also today, not for the first time, I would like to show how two sides of the issue we are going to discuss are an expression of Eilu va'eilu divrei Elohim chayim. Both sides are the words of the living God. Korach protests against Moshe giving certain positions to specific people and not to other people. What does Korach say? Kulam kedoshim. Everyone is holy, meaning everyone is equally holy. Therefore, there's no justification for giving the position to person A and not to person B. This is a very important and basic concept that Torah Hashem brought to the world. Everyone is holy. Already in Perek Aleph in Bereshit, the Torah teaches us that every person is created b'tselem Elohim, in the image of Hashem. Everyone is equally holy. This is one side. This is Eilu divrei Elohim chayim. But there's another side, and we have many sources from which we can discuss, on which we can base the other side. Today I'd like to base my words on things that Rav Kook wrote in his book, Orot, Lights, in Yisraelu Tchiato, paragraph Tetvav. What is the second side? Yes, everyone is created equally in B'Tselem Elohim, but how does a person develop his Tselem Elohim in his life? Here people are not equal. The Torah and Mitzvot, says Rav Kook, they guide us. They guide us how to purify, sanctify our will, how to refine those aspects of our body and personality that are not so lofty, how to guide our actions and our will. In this aspect, every person develops his Tselem Elohim in a different way, and we are not all equal. This is true in issues of morality, of spirituality, of religion. Let's look at it from a moral perspective. Every person is created b'tselem Elohim, but there is a person who corrupts his tselem Elohim. He's cruel. He uses other people. He causes damage to other people. At the end, at the extreme of this, he kills other people and may kill other people in the name of God. So he's using his tselem Elohim in a corrupt way. There's a second person who doesn't do anything terrible or cruel, but he also doesn't develop his Tselem Elohim in a way that does a lot of good for other people. He can be an honest person, but he's not doing something great for other people. Then there's a third person who takes his Tselem Elohim and develops it in such a way that he's doing so much good in his life for other people. He's helping other people develop and strengthen and express their Tselem Elohim. Are all three of these people equally kulam kedoshim? Of course not. Again, this is true also spiritually and religiously. Different people have different strengths and abilities, but they bring them out in different ways, and they are not all equal. If we give strength only to one side of these Eilu va'eilu divrei Elohim chayim, we create a world which is distorted. If we only give strength to what a person develops in his Tselem Elohim, then we forget the basic concept that yes, we are created equally holy. If we overlook that, we might overlook creating a situation where everyone has their needs and everyone has an equal opportunity to develop their Tselem Elohim. If we only look at the basic equality of the beginning of our lives, of the way we are created, then we might be making a person's effort to develop his Tselem Elohim in his life totally insignificant, which is very detrimental to humanity. There will always be people calling us to go to extreme A or to extreme B and forget the other side, but the broader picture is also a more complete picture. Rav Kook writes that the Korach quality, the Korach personality, the Korach characteristic is the kind of place where a person makes these lofty statements, everyone is holy, but does not see the effort that needs to be put into it. He thinks that if he just says everyone is holy, so everyone automatically is equally holy. And it's actually mocking the effort that certain people put into developing and making their Tselem Elohim powerful and beautiful and moral and so on. And this quality of Korach should descend into the abyss, says Rav Kook, which is what happened to Korach and his company. And after that happened, Hashem says to Moshe, "Velo yeke Korach b'cha'adato." We don't want to have this Korach characteristic, this Korach quality in the world, because it's going to cause damage to humanity. In his words, in that paragraph in the book Orot, Harav Kook shows how this principle can be applied about many different issues, religious and moral issues in the world, but we can't get into that detail. But what we should say is that unfortunately this phenomenon that people today use superficial slogans and say everyone is holy, everyone is this, everyone is that, and therefore they think that that's it, the world is complete and you don't have to put an effort into sanctifying yourself or making the world a better place. Everyone is equally holy, even those who have corrupted their personalities, their soul, by murdering others, they're also equally holy. Kulam kedoshim. There is something which is terribly detrimental to the world and taking only that aspect without the other aspect. But the truth is that we need both sides of this issue to make the world what it truly should be. And this is our responsibility to try and do this, because truly, Eilu va'elu, divrei Elohim chayim. Shabbat shalom.